Today, I am honored to introduce you to a very unique person, someone who is both an economist and a philosopher, a theorist and an applied practitioner, a citizen of the developed world and one of the developing world. Today, I am honored to introduce you to Dr. Amartya Sen, the Thomas W. Lamont University professor and professor of economics and philosophy at Harvard University. Dr. Amartya Sen was born in Bangladesh, where as a 9-year-old boy, he witnessed the Bengal famine of 1943, a horrific event that would significantly shape his future. He earned his first BA in economics from Presidency College in Calcutta and his second BA in economics, along with an MA and a PhD in economics from Trinity College, Cambridge. While finishing his PhD at Trinity College, he was asked to start a new economics department at Jadavpur University in Calcutta, and he did so from 1956 to 1958. While running this new department, Dr. Sen was elected to a prize fellowship at Trinity College, which gave him the opportunity to study anything he liked for 4 years. Dr. Sen chose philosophy. You might not think that economics and philosophy go together, but in fact they do, especially in Dr. Sen's chosen research areas of social choice, welfare economics, inequality, and poverty. Dr. Sen has taught economics and philosophy at a number of universities, including those in India, England, and the US, over his career, including the Delhi School of Economics, the London School of Economics, the University of Oxford, and Harvard University. From 1998 to 2004, he was appointed the Master of Trinity College in Cambridge. He has served as president of the Econometric Society, the American Economic Association, the Indian Economic Association, and the International Economic Association. He has received numerous awards, including the Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award in India, Commander of the French Legion of Honor, the National Humanities Medal, the Honorary Companion of Honor from the UK, and the 1998 Nobel Prize in Economics. Dr. Sen has conducted research in a wide range of areas, including social choice theory, economic theory, ethics and political philosophy, welfare economics, inequality measurement, development economics, and gender studies. In the 1960s and 70s, he helped to develop the theory of social choice, a theory of how individual preferences are combined to reach a decision, a social decision, or a social choice. His interest in social choice led to research on how one should evaluate economic policies in terms of their effects on the well-being of the community, or welfare economics. Such issues have remained at the forefront of his career and have led to him being called the conscience of his profession. As I mentioned, Dr. Sen was influenced by the famine events of his early childhood. He has spent much of his career devising methods of measuring poverty and inequality with the intent of improving economic conditions for the poor. He has studied famines directly and has argued that they occur not only from a lack of food, but from inequalities built into mechanisms for distributing food, as well as the inability of poorer households to pay for food due to declining wages, unemployment, and rising food prices. His views encouraged policymakers to pay attention, not only to alleviating immediate suffering, but also to finding ways to replace the lost income of the poor and to maintain stable prices for food. Importantly, Dr. Sen has argued that in order for economic growth to be achieved, social reforms, such as improvements in education and public health, must precede economic reform. Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor in the name of the Senate, I ask you to confer the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa upon Amartya Sen.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as acting Chancellor, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Congratulations, Dr. Sen. On behalf of all assembled here, I should now like to invite our newest alumnus, Dr. Amartya Sen, to address Convocation.
The Chancellor and the graduating students and all other friends present here. I feel deeply privileged to be here today and most grateful to the University of Western Ontario for inviting me. I feel, of course, much honored by the degree I'm receiving, which gives me, in particular, a wonderful sense of attachment and belonging to this extremely distinguished old university. I'm also delighted to be in such excellent company. The company of you, the graduating students, getting your hard-earned degrees right here and right now. So I congratulate you warmly for completing your work successfully and getting your much-deserved rewards. In fact, the recipient of honorary degrees can be seen as having a free ride on the diligent work and achievement of the hardworking graduating students. It is to record and celebrate your success in completing the degree courses that universities have to hold grand commencements like this one. And when they have one of these elaborate things, they have to inject one or two elderly people into the ceremony to make sure that the occasion does not look too much like a carnival of the young, like a youth festival or a Woodstock without the music. So I thank you, today's graduating students, for helping me to get my degree, in addition to helping yourself to your own. I'd also like to thank the guests for coming here to join us and to cheer the degree recipients and to add warmth to the festivities. I know many of you, parents and guardians and family members and friends, have excellent reasons to be proud of what today's graduates have achieved, which is being recognized in this degree ceremony. Along with the graduating students, you too deserve congratulations, since the support of guardians and relatives and friends is critically important for the work that students succeed in doing. When my own children graduated and got their university degrees, I kept telling them how vastly indebted they should feel to their parents. I'm afraid I have to report only limited success in convincing them. Speaking now to the graduates again, members of this year's splendid graduating class, you must be very happy that your hard work here has come to a successful end and is being handsomely recognized. There are, of course, debates about the value of university education. Mark Twain, the great American writer, thought that higher education did make a real difference to the lives of people. Indeed, Mark Twain offered the diagnosis that, I quote from Twain, "A cauliflower is nothing but a cabbage with a college education." So I congratulate you all for your transition from being a mere cabbage to the glory of becoming a cauliflower. And I'm privileged to have the opportunity of addressing such a grand cluster of blossoming cauliflowers today. You're graduating at an interesting but also difficult time. The global economic crisis that we have just experienced erupted with some suddenness in the second half of 2008, even though the rapidly aggravating global crisis was halted by 2009. The removal of some of the worst aspects of the recession, unemployment in particular, has been disturbingly slow across the world. The most affected have in general been the poorer sections of the people, those who are at the bottom of the pyramid anyway in the respective countries and in the world. While talking about global economic crisis, we also have to recognize that there is a larger and more long-term problem of poverty across the world, along with gigantic inequalities between the advantaged and the deprived within every country and more intensely across the borders of nation states. And deprivation is not only a matter of low income, but also of inadequate opportunity of healthcare, lack of facilities for schooling and education, lack of social security, and the disadvantaged status of women, including young girls, in many parts of the world. The education you have received at Western and the broadening of mind that excellent university education facilitates can be of great use in understanding and analyzing what so many people today around the globe lack and how their deprivation can be alleviated and possibly even removed. Some of the graduating students here have acquired expertise on the health sciences, which can be, of course, of direct use in the task of making the world a more livable and less unjust place, since the challenges of global health are very large indeed, despite the high level of average wealth and richness of the world in which we live. But others too, from Western and from Brescia College, with your respective expertise in different areas of the arts and sciences and professional creativity, you could make a difference to the world by taking an interest in the predicament from which so many people across the globe suffer. However, on an occasion of this, we must not, of course, make heavy weather of your duties to others and to the world. The understanding of duties can fit comfortably with our pursuit of normal life, including the joys and pleasures and excitements, along with, of course, concerns and sympathies. What distinguishes us from animals is our ability to reason. We can reason about our own lives, along with taking reasoned cognizance of the lives of others. Even as I wish you a life of well-being and freedom, as I very strongly do, I also wish you a thrilling life of reasoning, both reasoning about yourselves and about the lives of other people. One of the most wonderful things about the world in which we live is that we are not alone. We are not a cluster of Robinson Crusoes in our own little islands. The use of your education can change the lives of others in addition to changing your own. And education is thrilling for both reasons. So I end by warmly congratulate you for that potential, the great use of reasoning in your life, which makes you more than blossoming cauliflowers. Thank you.